and welcome to this tutorial on how to make these bikini bottoms. For this project you will need swim fabric, swim elastic, a ring with 4 cm diameter, and of course the pattern, which is linked below in the description of this video. So let's get started. The first step is to cut out all pattern pieces. I'm also cutting out the pattern pieces for the matching bikini top. Check out my other tutorial to make it. Then I'm also cutting the strap pattern pieces. If you're only making the bottoms, you don't need to cut the straps for the top, of course. These are all pattern pieces cut and ready to sew. I'll start by sewing the straps for the ring at the side. I fold the strips right sides together along the long side. And then I sew using my overlock, but you can also use a stretch stitch on your regular sewing machine. After sewing, I turn the straps inside out with a loop turner. You can also use a safety pin for this. I put them aside for now and get back to my main pattern pieces. I put them right sides together with the lining mirroring the main fabric. And then I sew the back and front pieces together at the side seam of the longer side. Now we can put the lining and main fabric right sides together. I pin it at the waist and leg seams. And then I sew them together at the waist and leg seams while including a swim elastic to the seam. I slightly stretch the elastic while I'm sewing to make the fit a bit more snug. The next step is to cut the straps we sewed into 3 pieces of the same length each. Now we can insert the shorter pieces into the back at the open side. I place one at the top, one at the bottom, and one in the middle. I take the longer strap pieces and insert them between both layers of the front pieces. And now I sew across all 3 straps each to encase them between the lining and main fabric. Doing the same for the other side as well. Now that the straps are safely sewn into the side seam, we can go ahead and close the bottom. In order to do so, I take my loop turner tool and I put the bottom of the front piece through the side seam into the back piece. I'm making sure that the front is not twisted. And then I align the bottom so that I can sew all 4 layers at once. Next, I take my scissors or seam ripper and I open up a small hole into the bottoms at the side near the crotch seam. I tie a knot on each side to keep the hole from opening further than I want it to. And then I can safely turn the bikini bottoms inside out through the hole I just opened. I close the hole from the right side with a few stitches by hand, but you can also use your sewing machine for this step. Now we get to the last step, sewing the ring to the straps. For this, the plan is to simply fold the straps over the ring. I sew across all 3 straps with a straight stitch and I move my needle as close as possible to the ring to make the step easier. It is also possible to use a zipper foot for the step if you have one. I do the same on the other side. And I trim the excess on the wrong side after sewing.
And it's all done! I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, feel free to check out my other tutorials, for example for the bikini top, which is the Xalli top pattern. Feel free to check out my Instagram at Telabeja for more sewing inspiration and subscribe to my channel for more sewing tutorials. See you in the next one. Bye!